I said that we're all going to know people who are impacted directly by COVID-19. People who may be symptomatic, people who may have been tested. The great news, if there is great news, I shouldn't use the word great, I guess, but the good news is that the vast majority of people who have the virus do not die from it. But as I said to you, it's kind of weird. And there's been some very important people who have passed away. Terrence McNally, the legendary Broadway playwright, died this week from complications related to COVID-19. He had a lot of other real tough health factors. But there are prominent people who have passed away. Of course, particularly in New York, which is the entertainment capital of the world. So some famous people are fighting through this. And when I said to you, you're going to know somebody who has a family member who has been impacted by it, either a suspected case or somebody who tests positive. I told you it's just a matter of time before everybody's going to know somebody who is facing this. And now I can report to you that now you know somebody directly, and that would be me, as my son, one of my sons, is being tested today for the COVID-19 virus. Now, he's in good spirits. He is a little apprehensive in terms of the logistics of how this works. He's going to go through one of those drive-through testing facilities. I'm kind of surprised at the speed with which he has been scheduled. He's going to be tested in about an hour and a half or 2 hours from now. He has had some symptoms for the last few days. He's had a cough, he's had a tightness in his chest, and he's been feeling lethargic. Now, I am, of course, I'm very anxious, and I'm going to ask for your prayers for our family, and I'm going to continue to pray for everybody in the world who is impacted by this. But my point here is that everybody is going to have somebody touched by this in some way, shape, or form. And I just, found out minutes ago. Now it's my turn. So I'll be praying without ceasing for him. He is a great kid. I say kid. All of my sons are adults, and we have been connecting with one another in a pretty profound way throughout this, which is also one of the blessings of this pandemic, that people who perhaps have not been as connected to one another, family, friends, are reconnecting in a powerful way. So that's good. That's a good thing. So bear with me. We're all getting through things on different levels and we're processing it differently. And I am very, very confident that my son is in good hands and is going to get tested and is going to stay put and going to stay away from everybody. And, he is stocked up, and we will see what the test results produce. And I will share all that with you as the process plays out, because, again, this is something that is very real for a lot of us. There are estimates that 5 to 7 million restaurant workers have been laid off all over the country. 5 to 7 million restaurant workers. There is, however, light here economically with this big stimulus bill. They finally came to an agreement in the Senate. And the fact of the matter is that we are testing, and the details, let's listen together to Senator Mitch McConnell, the Senate Majority Leader. This is cut number 11 from C-SPAN, the wee hours of the morning. Here's Majority Leader McConnell laying out some of the specifics of what is finally the agreed upon $2 trillion relief package for America.
After days of intense discussions, the Senate has reached a bipartisan agreement on a historic relief package for this pandemic. It will rush new resources onto the front lines of our nation's healthcare fight, and it will inject trillions of dollars of cash into the economy as fast as possible to help American workers, families, small businesses, and industries make it through this disruption and emerge on the other side ready to soar. The Bipartisan CARES Act will squarely address each of the 4 big priorities that I laid out in my legislation at the beginning of the process about a week ago. It will rush financial assistance to Americans through direct checks to households from the middle class on down, and through a significant and creative expansion of unemployment insurance during this emergency. It will deliver historic relief to Main Street America through hundreds of billions of dollars in emergency loans so more small businesses can survive this and keep paying their workers. It will help secure our economic foundations and stabilize key national industries to prevent as many layoffs as possible, while keeping big companies accountable, as both sides have sought to do. And of course, it will push major relief to hospitals and healthcare providers, invest in new medicines and vaccines so we can beat this virus faster, and help get more equipment and masks to the frontline heroes who put themselves at risk to care for patients. In effect, this is a wartime level of investment into our nation.
So there you go. It's important. Americans will start getting some financial, a bit of financial relief. Companies will get some financial relief. There will be pork. I have no doubt. There will be things loaded up in there that the Democrats, as admitted by Jim Clyburn, apparently, the House Minority Whip, literally said this is an opportunity for us to try to get things to fit our vision.